What if I told you that the Viper, Randy Orton, just broke character in a way you've never seen before? In an emotional moment, he reveals that his heart truly breaks for his fiercest rival in the WWE. Don't miss this shocking confession that will change everything you thought you knew about their rivalry. Stay tuned to witness the unexpected side of Randy Orton. Randy Orton's emotional side emerges as WWE fans speculate on his future. Randy Orton has spent over 2 decades in WWE as one of the most ruthless and calculating villains in the company's history. From his days as the Legend Killer to his current reign as the Viper, Orton has built a legacy on psychological torment and in-ring brutality. Yet, in a rare moment of vulnerability, the 14-time world champion recently showed a softer side when discussing Kevin Owens' injury, a moment that has left fans reflecting on Orton's evolution as both a performer and a person. Orton's compassion for Owens signals a shift. When Kevin Owens announced on SmackDown that he would be sidelined due to a neck injury, forcing him out of his scheduled WrestleMania 41 match against Orton, the WWE Universe was understandably disappointed. However, Orton's reaction was perhaps the most surprising. In an interview with Complex, he openly expressed empathy for Owens, stating, "My heart breaks for him. I hate that he has to go through this." This wasn't just standard PR talk. Orton, who has undergone multiple back and neck surgeries himself, knows the physical and mental toll such injuries take. His own career was nearly cut short before his 2023 return, making his words carry even more weight. "Co's paying the price for putting his body on the line for years," Orton added, acknowledging the sacrifices Owens has made. This moment of sincerity has sparked discussions among fans about whether Orton is subtly shifting his on-screen persona. While he remains a dominant force in WWE, his recent feuds, particularly with younger stars like Dominic Mysterio and Logan Paul, have shown flashes of a veteran willing to put others over. Could this be the beginning of a more nuanced character for the Viper? Should Orton break Ric Flair's record instead of John Cena? While Orton's compassion for Owens has been a talking point, another major discussion revolves around his potential to surpass Ric Flair's legendary 16 World Championship record. Currently, John Cena is tied with Flair at 16 reigns, and with Cena challenging Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 41, many believe he is poised to make history. However, not everyone is convinced that Cena should be the one to break the record. Wrestling veteran Magnus Nick Aldis recently argued on Straight Talk with the Boss that Orton would be a far better choice. John Cena winning a 17th title does nothing for him at this stage. Magnus stated, "He's already cemented as an all-time great. But Randy, he's still active, still at the top of his game. And he's got years left in him." Magnus isn't wrong. Orton, who signed a new 5-year deal with WWE in 2024, shows no signs of slowing down. His current run has been one of the best of his career, blending his veteran instincts with renewed intensity. Unlike Cena, who is now a part-timer focused on Hollywood, Orton remains a full-time cornerstone of WWE programming. Furthermore, Orton's championship resume is arguably more impressive in terms of longevity. Since his first world title win in 2004, he has held gold in every era of WWE, adapting to different opponents and styles. If WWE wants the 17-time champion to be an active competitor who can still main event shows, Orton is the logical choice. The road to WrestleMania 41 and beyond. With Owens out of the picture for now, Orton's WrestleMania 41 plans are up in the air. Some speculate he could step into a different high-profile match, perhaps even inserting himself into the world title picture. Given his history with Rhodes, the two were part of the iconic Legacy faction. A feud between them could be a marquee attraction. Alternatively, WWE may pivot Orton toward another rising star. Names like LA Knight, Gunther, or even a returning CM Punk have been floated as potential opponents. Regardless of the direction, Orton's presence at WrestleMania is a given, and with his current momentum, a title win in the next year isn't out of the question. a legacy still being written. At 44 years old, Randy Orton is in a unique position. He's one of the last true veterans of his era, still competing at the highest level, yet he remains a credible threat to today's top stars. His recent comments about Owens prove that beneath the calculated, cold-blooded persona lies a man who understands the sacrifices of the business. Whether or not he ultimately surpasses Flair and Cena's record, Orton's place in wrestling history is secure. But if WWE does decide to let him make history, it would be a fitting capstone to one of the most enduring careers in sports entertainment.